Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got one I'm very excited for today. And, by the way, happy Easter. It's Easter morning here, Sunday. 10:15, so still fairly early. I got up and went to the supermarket to see if there was any Easter eggs left. Very, very minimal, unfortunately. I did get some hot cross buns, though. But yeah, this beer is called Fat Bunny. It's a barrel-aged Easter stout, and it's by Boatrocker. They're out of southeast Melbourne. So I'll read what it says on the back. Take Ramjet, our infamous Starwood whiskey barrel-aged stout. Add vanilla beans and a shed load of 100% organic Peruvian cocoa nibs. And you have the ultimate Easter treat, Fat Bunny. This is one beer that is worth hunting for. Delicious whiskey flavours working alongside chocolate and vanilla. Just make sure you drink it before Fat Bunny does. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. It's gonna hit the spot. These guys are known for their dark beers. Their barrel aged stuff's really good. So they did a Fat Santa recently. I think that was similar but with Tonka. And yeah, probably one of the best beers I had last year. I've got my hashtag proper glassware. So this is the actual Ramjet glass from last year, 2024 Ramjet. Ramjet's their infamous. It's like a cult stout they bring out every year, and yeah, it's absolutely banging. Let's get into it. Hopefully everyone's got a bit of time off over Easter. I don't get much time off over Christmas, but for Easter we get like a week and a few days, so it's quite good. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, got a bit of dirty glass there. Cheers, Drewy and Josh. Good to see you, boys. So it looks like cola, like Coke. I would say like a dark tan colour. Yeah, same with the head, dark tan, about one finger head. It looks fairly light, like low end, medium body. It's not as thick as I thought it might be. Sometimes Ramjet can be like that. I would say light carbonation. Let's go a whiff. Chocolate is massive and like sweet, sort of fudgy caramel. Yeah, you're getting like some sweet vanilla, like a pastry vibe, like biscuity. I'm getting a little faint touch of like whiskey in the background, but yeah, it's pretty subtle. It's definitely like more of a milky chocolate than dark. The sweetness sort of cuts into the roast. I'm not really getting coffee. It'll be one of those ones, though. I reckon the taste is going to be fairly different to the nose. Cheers, Dan. Runny bunny. Cool, dude. We're getting a parish drop in the next month or so. So I'll have to look out for some stuff. Cheers, Gaffer. Good to see you, brother. So yeah, unfortunately, I had more beers due to arrive before the Easter break. They didn't turn up. So now I've got to wait till all the public holidays are finished to get all these beers. So I've got this one and I've got a couple of other crafties, but I'm probably going to be on the VB most of the time. So yeah, from aroma, mainly like milk chocolate and like sort of, yeah, as I said, like a fudgy caramel. It's like biscuity. The vanilla's there. Whiskey's pretty faint, but it's there. Yeah, you're almost getting like a cola vibe too. Like on appearance, it looks like Coke, and it even has that character in the smell. And yeah, it's not huge like roastiness and richness. It's more sweet. But yeah, let's get into it. Cheers, boys and girls. Happy Easter. Ooh, very chocolatey. The body just, it's not quite there. The body's not as like, with Fat Santa, the body was awesome on it. This one's like a bit too light. I'm sort of glad I've got a couple of cans of this because I might have to sit on one, I think. It's probably more roasty on the palate than the nose. It's definitely not as sweet in the flavour. It's going to be one I'm going to have to sort of sip on slowly, I think. Cheers, mate. Same to you. Yeah, they've been terrible lately. For a while there with my mountain culture beers, I'd get them sent from the Blue Mountains to where I am in Victoria, and it would be within the week every time, if not around a week's time. Now it's like I have to wait 2 weeks for everything. Cheers, Bill. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, just oh, I was so pumped for this beer, and just something about it's lacking. I didn't want to look at reviews for it or anything. The only thing I'd seen was when the brewer first talked about it and did a promo for it. And I was just like, bang, I'm getting that for sure. That's going to be unreal. But I'm going to say I'm a little bit disappointed. Maybe they've gone too heavy on the cacao nibs and it might have sort of overshadowed everything else. Like the barrel character is very light, but just the body's too thin. Yes. You win some, you lose some. On a Bellflower beer. Zala with Comet and Citra. Cool. Yeah, we got our Pint of Origin in Melbourne coming up soon, dude. So that's normally when we get all the good international stuff. I'll have to send you like some of the events. There's a couple of breweries I wasn't real familiar with, and they've got like events are based around them, so it'll be interesting. Pardon me. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, brother. I'm drinking a barrel-aged Impy Stout that's somewhat letting me down. And it's by a brewery that normally does them really fucking good. Mmm. Like on the palate too, with the chocolate, it sort of comes across dark chocolate. I think I just need to let it sit for a bit, get a bit of air to it, then I might get some more vanilla, some more barrel character. Yeah, too thin. It's almost like I'm drinking like a flat Coca-Cola. You're getting like this, yeah, like a sort of like a burnt caramel and like a brown sugary sort of thing going on. But yeah, these guys normally smash these styles out of the park. Like they're, in all honesty, they're one of the best in Australia when it comes to barrel aged stouts. They even have a beer where it's got its own day dedicated to it. So whether the adjuncts just haven't worked out for them and it's sort of ruined the beer, or I mean, it still tastes all right, but I just expected so much more. I was so excited for it too. Like I've had it for about 2 weeks, just waiting for Easter Sunday so I could drink it. I might have to do another stout review now. I've got the shits. Oh yeah, I have heard of that brewery. I remember Harry talking about them back in the day. Yeah, Harry and Thomas. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really presenting itself more as it warms, or I just think it's a bit of a disappointing beer. I'm really annoyed about that. This was one I was going to give Mersey beers as well. I've got Fat Santa for him, and I've got the normal Ramjet, so I'm obviously still going to give him those two because they're brilliant beers, but I'm not going to bother with this one. I reckon with the other one, because I've got another can of it, I reckon I might just age it and see how it drinks in like 6 months to a year's time. Yeah, I'm real keen now to see the reviews. Because you never know. Sometimes you could just have a dodgy can. It's just not up to they're usually absolutely banging. You get heaps of whiskey character from their beer. You get like oak. You always get like huge like vanilla. I'm gonna look up the ratings now. Fuck it. So it'll give you a general indication as to whether yeah, like if there's heaps of sort of lower scores than usual and similar comments, well then you know you're on the right thing. You're on the right path. Yeah. Fuck. It's got a real shit score. One of my mates had it. He gave it a 4 out of 5. Said probably should have waited until Easter, but wanted to crack this. Lovely stuff, but the chocolate is taking a little away from the barrel. For me, a touch more barrel over the choc would have rated much higher. But yeah, the average score is only 3.8, which for one of their barrel aged imperial stouts is low as fuck. Someone gave it a 3 and said no thanks. Oh, Jesus. There's still some good scores for it, but most of them are pretty average. Everyone's saying they think the chocolate overpowers everything else. So yeah, I'm definitely on the right path. It's exactly what I thought. On the aroma, I got sort of sweet, milky chocolate, but on the flavour, it's more of a sort of comes across dark chocolate. But yeah, you're just not getting very like hardly any barrel character, and the vanilla's like disappeared. Falconer's Flight, cool. What notes do you get from Falconers, dude? I can't really remember. Just before I was going to start this review, too, one of my neighbours from across the road, don't really know him that well, but he's always been sort of one of the good fellas. He's come over with a bag of bones for my dogs. I'm like, what a legend. So happy Easter to him and the dogs. They're going to love the bones. Pine, citrus, floral, cool. Did you make it so it's going to be fairly bitter? Yeah. Unfortunately, this beer just hasn't hit the mark. or it's missed the mark, shall I say. I sort of hope, because Fat Santa's fairly successful on the back of Ramjet, Roger Ramjet, all their stouts they bring out. I really hope they do this again, but they just try and improve, because it's got potential. Like, everyone's looking for stouts over Easter time, and because Boatrocker generally do stouts really good, I feel like it should have been an awesome beer, but they're just gonna have to get that balance right with the cacao nibs. They might have just went too hardcore with it. Yeah, as I said, it on the back, it's got Starwood whiskey barrel aged stout, vanilla beans, and a shed load of 100% organic Peruvian cacao nibs. Yeah, maybe if they, I don't know, maybe they went too heavy on the cacao, or if they can somewhat mix up the malt base a little just to change it up. I don't know how you'd go about it. But yeah, normally every time they do Ramjet and they bring out a limited release, I've had so many different ones. You've always got the adjuncts, and then the barrel character's been massive as well. But yeah, just with this one, not the case. I forgot to mention the percentage of it too. It's 10.6. And yeah, a size is the can. I think it's a 440. So yeah, these guys are known as brewers and distillers. They do like a lot of different stuff now, even like limoncello. They had a thing recently where if you took in a heap of lemons for them to use for their limoncello, they would then in return give you some bottles of it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I might wrap it up there. Unfortunately, not a joyous beer review like most of them. As I said, I was really excited for this one, but just hasn't lived up to the hype. Um, but yeah, don't be defrazzled by the name Boatrocker. They're an absolutely awesome brewery. I still highly recommend them. You can't sort of win them all. Even the good have bad beers occasionally. So yeah, I would say if anyone sees Boatrocker, give them a try. Any of their stuff's good. But yeah, in preferably their dark stuff or their wild beers, I would say to try. But yeah, thanks to Peeps for chiming in. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I might do a hangout possibly. But yeah, plenty more beers to drink. That's only my first for the day. So thanks guys, and see you again soon.